one silver foil. I need the microphone. Oh man, it's going to go downhill then.
Evening. My name's... Are you two leaving? My name's Ivan. I'm, as you can guess, I'm from Liverpool. We're the only city that in JD Sports has an evening wear department. Actually, I just want to show you something in here. I was really sad to hear about REM this week. I bet you all were, but I've got a picture here with me with REM. See? That's me in the corner. Don't worry, you're going to look worse. Anyway, as I say, I'm from Liverpool. I went to a karaoke bar last night down in Liverpool, but I went in, there was no 70s music being played. Whew, first I was afraid. After coming from Liverpool, I don't know if you read the news today, down there at the airport, it was shut for 8 hours due to a suspicious car. Apparently it was taxing insured and still had the radio on it. Now, I'm not saying Liverpool's gone downhill, but when I was last there, I went down the market, and there was a guy there selling fake Primark gear. But anyway, it's enough about Liverpool. Well, maybe a couple more. Some of you are old enough to remember the Beatles, and do you remember those scenes where girls and men were screaming at the Beatles? You know where that was? With the shock of seeing 4 Scousers actually working. Anyway, a little bit more. I'll tell you about me when I was a little bit younger. Actually, before I do, did anyone see the busker outside when they walked in? There was a guy, he was playing Dancing Queen on the didgeridoo. No? I thought that was Aboriginal. Told you, a lot worse. Anyway, today I was at work and I farted in the lift. It was wrong on so many levels. Anyway, tell you a little about myself when I was younger. I remember when I was younger, I had to make an apple tart and I had to take it to Liverpool, Warrington and Birkenhead because my maths teacher said I had to take pie to 3 dismal places. I know some of this is going to take a little while to filter through. Anyway, I wasn't very good at school, didn't get many results. I wasn't so good at spelling. I didn't see why I had to spell Armageddon. It wasn't going to be the end of the world. Hey. I quite like that one. Anyway, moving on a little bit. I moved up here about 20 years ago, and I'm going to talk a little bit about a lovely lady of mine. I moved up here, I met her. I tell her every day to this day she's blessed with being so beautiful. Unlike me, who's blessed as being a complete liar. She sent me a card the other day and said, "Get better soon." I wasn't ill, I'm just crap in sex. Actually, I had to tell my wife the other day, I said, "Look, I've got a new job." I said, "What is it?" I said, "Well, it's having sex live on stage." And she said, "Are you having me on?" I said, "Well, I'll have to ask the boss, but all the girls so far have been really thin and pretty." She says to me nearly every night, she says, we've got problems in the bedroom. I said, "It must just be her, because I get to sleep fine every night." Sometimes I come home from the pub, you know, you've had a few drinks, and she says to me, she says, "Ivan, you always want sex with me when you're drunk." I go, "That's just not true, it's just not true. Sometimes I want a kebab." My mate rang me up the other day, she said, Ivan, got a question." I said, "Do you talk to your wife after sex?" I said, "Well, depends if I can find a phone." I'm not going home with her tonight, by the way. Anyway, I just want to finish with a few of the little stories. I said, it's a difficult times, I know, but firefighters, I've got a lot of time for firefighters. I think they deserve a little bit more money. Apparently, a poll was taken recently, and they all fell through a hole in the floor. Now, I've had a lot of jobs, you may not believe that, but I've had a lot of jobs in my time. I quit my last one. I used to work at a helium balloon factory, but I refused to be spoken to in that tone of voice. Have you heard the one about the constipated mathematician? They had to work it out with a pencil. And so I was talking to a mate who's a policeman. He said, "Ivan, we just had to raid Kermit's lily pad last week." I said, "Why?" So we raided it and we found hundreds of pictures, nude pictures of Miss Piggy. He said it was the worst case of frogs porn they've ever found. Thumbs up for that one. Anyway, I'm going to leave you. I know time's going on. I'll leave you one last story. One last story of mine. So there's a guy who walked into a bar with a plastic bag, and he put it on the bar and took out of it a miniature piano seat, and this 1 foot tall little man. And the bartender says, "What does he do?" I said, "Well, just watch." The little 1 foot man sits on the piano seat and starts playing the piano. Lovely piece by Mozart. And he said, "That's clever, how'd you get that?" He said, went into his bag again, pulled out a lamp. He said, "Just rub that, mate." No, the lamp. And he said, "Rub that." He rubbed it, and out popped this genie. This genie said, "I'll give you one wish only." And the bartender, without any hesitation, said, "I'll have $1 million." He said, "Your wish is my command." And then suddenly, a duck walks into the bar, then another duck, and then another duck. And the bartender turns around to the guy and says, "Listen, mate, I think your genie, he's a little bit deaf." He said, "Deaf?" You know the punchline, don't you? You think I asked for a 12-inch pianist? Thank you very much.
There's no Scousers in Star Trek. They don't want to work in the future either. Hey.
All right, mate, calm down. Typical Scouser, nicked a load of jokes. There you go. But I thought you did them very well, and I like Scousers. I used to live in Liverpool. Whereabouts in Liverpool are you from? Sefton. Sefton, mate. All right, there, calm down. What was that? The posh bit. There isn't a posh bit. I've been there, mate. Well done. Your hit rate was about as good as Andy Carroll's at the minute, but they seem to like you. I'll give you 6. 6 out of 10.
I thought he was absolutely awful. Brendan was right when he said it's going to get worse over the night, and that's definitely, at least there is a man telling the truth, and as Alfie said, there was a lot of jokes stolen there, so it's terrible to see a Scouser living up to the stereotype. 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. What's your name again? Ivan Jepson, thank you.